Can we cheers pizza? Yep. I'm happy now. Welcome to another episode of Success in the Mess, the one show where we find success in everyday life. If you're looking for the best pizza in Placer County, I've got the spot for you. My name is Erika Poindexter with the Poindexter Real Estate Group, and today we're going to check out Campelli's Pizza. They're known for their great craft beers, super fun community events, and of course their amazing pizza. But what we're going to talk about today is how they got here. I'm going to talk to Ashley Campbell about her success in the mess and how she survived the last year and a half, opening another location, and thriving in the process. Okay, we're sitting here with Ashley Campbell, and one of the reasons I wanted to showcase your business is to talk about the story of how you got here. You guys have been in business how long now?
At this location, 13 years.
13 years. Give me the really short version of like 13 years ago and then how that kind of shifted.
13 years ago, everything was totally different. Most businesses like ours didn't even have a social media page. So the way that you did your marketing was completely different, and the way that you fed the community was different. And we're used to being able to just serve the way we want to serve, and we couldn't do that anymore. When people have their own things going on, customers have their own things going on in their life, and they just expect their pizza to just come out with no issue. And that's, expectable completely. But when it happens,
yeah,
they might not understand that we might have 5 new employees working who maybe have never even had jobs before. We have, a total of maybe 80 people, mostly under 25, that are working with us to make all of these things happen, and that we are responsible for their incomes and for their livelihood, and take responsibility also for their mental health. Well, and they're great, and they're all so supportive and friendly towards each other, and it's definitely a family. So the biggest problem that we had with COVID was that our new location opened a week before.
Yeah.
East Roseville, Kirby, and Rocky Ridge. And it was a huge challenge to figure out how we're going to survive. It worked out that it was a trickle-in business for the first year and everything was okay. But now we get to do this crazy big grand opening. We did that in June, and we just had amazing events. It was so much fun. Business-wise, it's you just kind of hit this survival mode. All the pressures of teaching your kids at home and juggling schedules and keeping up with the constantly changing expectations from the health department and everything else. The way that we are getting back to some normalcy, the fact that we can do events now is everything for morale, because the way that we have always promoted our business, we try to get people in to have a great time. The joy is back.
Yeah.
That's what we do, and we were trying to just survive and feeding everybody, but without that contact with the community. So now that people are back in here, the community has been amazing. Our management, they're so incredible, and we've had some really unique opportunities throughout this time, because we are so busy on the back end now that there's 3 companies to be running. When I couldn't hang anymore, when I was losing my mind, feeling so guilty about educating my daughters who are 5th and 7th grade during COVID, and having the baby, and oh my gosh, it was just intense. There was so much going on, and we weren't able to work in the stores anyways that much, because there was the back end of everything to handle. So we actually got crazy, and we bought an RV, and we hit the road, and we were traveling for 6 months. The main thing that has worked for us as a family is trying our hardest and failing often to compartmentalize the different roles. As a mom, when I'm with my kids, if I can disconnect from work as much as possible, if I can give them one-on-one time in different situations, it means so much to them. My daughter works in here now, which is really cute. So she gets time in here with Dad, usually working. Spending time with each of them individually is huge, but then for my husband and I to put the masks on our relationship, so that we know that we are setting a good example, that we're still connecting. But we have found what I feel is the absolute best way to date. You ready?
Yeah.
So we do full moon date nights, and we've done it since March. And when we got back from our trip, we just decided that connecting when the universe was making transformative shifts every month, which happens. It's kind of a hippy-dippy perspective, but I love it. It's validating to know that you're in tune with the universe, number one, and that we're able to connect still, even though we're so busy. But then to be able to go and reset as a couple around those pivots in the universe is huge.
So I get to eat some pizza now.
Yeah.
And so we've got, what's this one? Can we see it? Can I smell it?
Yes.
So if people are in a hurry, you don't have to wait for a pizza.
No, that's how we do the slices.
Slices on the weekdays, you can get a slice and a soda and a salad.
So this is the size of 2 normal slices.
That's 2 pizzas.
Yeah.
2 slices of pizza.
And it's great because they're ready when you are, if it's cheese, pepperoni, or the all meat. And then we also do personals with the lunch special, add salads, add a beer, fountain drink, whatever. Tons of people call in before they come, and then we make their personal one, and they just pick it up really fast.
This is a place to come and hang out and enjoy a meal with your family or your friends. And so where do you guys keep that schedule?
Our Facebook. So Facebook and Instagram, character dining nights at both locations. We do those, they alternate, like which week at which place. We do themed trivia nights.
You do Friends, Seinfeld,
yeah, so we keep them
pop
themed.
culture a little bit.
Go to a night where you know, I'm gonna slay this. But yeah, we sell tickets for it, which is different for trivia nights, but we've had to because we have to manage, the crowd and know that we have enough seats for everybody. But the ticket's only $5 and it includes your first beer or glass of wine.
So it is your first beer.
It's actually cheaper. No, wait, I'm giving you your drink for $2.50 cheaper than it would be. So just
and you have a spot.
Yeah, and then we're doing open mic night now, which is really great. And then we're doing karaoke nights with Tim Kennedy. He's a really great karaoke KJ.
Well, we're gonna eat our pizza. Thank you so much, Ashley, for your time. I always appreciate you doing these with me, and I look forward to finishing my lunch off camera.
Yup.
Bye,
everyone.
So now that you know exactly what goes on here at Campelli's Pizza, you can check them out at campellispizza.com or stop by one of their Roseville locations. If you know another business who would like to be featured on Success in the Mess, my contact information is in the description below.